As a married couple living in the most expensive city in Canada, there are lots of things we do to reduce our living costs. This is our grocery budget challenge. This last week on our grocery budget challenge was overall pretty good. It was a hard and busy week for us, but we went to my mom's house for dinner on the weekend, so that helped. Though it also threw us off our routine, which was unexpected. And this is what we brought home from my mom's. We have a blueberry pie, an apple pie, frozen butternut squash, Italian parsley to regrow, frozen broccoli, frozen chicken dumplings with sauce, leftover salad, a home-baked banana bread, home-baked chocolate chip cookies with walnuts, more Italian parsley. She got a huge bunch, some grape tomatoes, a lot of soy sauce. Ooh, even more soy sauce. Salad dressing, leftover pasta with shrimp, frozen mixed peppers and onions. And my mom also sent us home with some supplies to grow our parsley. And she's also going to be growing a parsley as well. So we have some dirt. Ooh, this is so exciting. This is our first bag of soil and a really cute pot. We put the parsley and green onion tips in water in hopes of regrowing them. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to plant the living lettuce. I personally had a difficult week and one with breakthrough, so it's all good, but it did mean that we mostly ate what was easy for me to make, which was a lot of pasta. In the past, it may have been too much pasta in a row. Maybe we would have ordered, and we wouldn't have eaten the same frozen pasta for lunch and dinner, which we did one day this week. But I think it's so amazing that we did, and I'm grateful. A challenge this week was not being in a good routine for cooking. I felt like we had so much prepared, then nothing prepared, because we ate it all. Days of cooking all day and eating so well, then being so tired and eating almost all that we had ready. A goal of mine last week was to prep meals for the freezer. I didn't achieve it, and I hope this week goes better. Also this week, I encountered something that I want to talk to you guys about. So this past weekend, I saw a few negative comments from the same person on the 2-month update. It was like a personal attack. And I talked to God about it, and He helped me work through it, and He told me what to say. He's also prepared me for more, so I just want to prepare all of us for more. A lot of you guys have been watching from the start, and we have a connection, and it could be a little distressing or unpleasant if you were to read comments that personally come against me. So I just want everyone to know that no matter what anyone says, I'm going to be okay through it because I have a personal relationship with Jesus. Holy Spirit lives inside me. Holy Spirit gives me the peace that surpasses all understanding. Holy Spirit guides me to forgive when I don't want to forgive, gives me the want and the ability to forgive, and encourages me to pray for those who are not kind to me. And I hope that within this community, anybody who comes in and tries to bully me or others, that we approach them with grace. It doesn't really make sense, but it's God's way. I know that there's probably a lot of you that don't follow God. We can just think about it as like if someone is coming in and being a bully, there's probably something that's hurt them in the past, or they're just not feeling well. Like nobody wants to be a bully. Nobody wants to be mean. So if they're doing that, let's not judge them. Let's pray for them. That's all okay. Bye. Highlights this week were dinner at my mom's house, tuna cakes and our tiny omelet, green onion toppings, mom's homemade cookies and banana bread, cinnamon buns, potato snacks, rice with mayo, sriracha, green onion and red onion, salmon berry lemonade, pasta salad, and chocolate chip trail mix. It was an amazing week of flavor and personal growth, but it was also difficult, and we're excited for the next one. We ran out of coffee filters before our shop day. I should have counted them last week, so we had to go out to get some more. We went to Superstore, and got 100 for $3.79 for a total of $4.25 with tax, which brought our March household budget to 3 cents. Let's see what we're working with this week. So we finished the jar of sugar and I refilled it. We've worked through a lot of our flour. We have maybe 8 to 10 pounds left. Still have quite a lot of sugar back here and a lot of chocolate chips. Rice-wise, we went through one 750 milliliter jar. And we went through almost all the chocolate chips we've set aside. We went through a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, and this is what we have left for our baking trail mix. We ended up having to restock our coffee filters midweek. We're stocked up. Our caffeinated tea level, still quite a few. We still have 2 dates. We still have a lot of chickpeas and black beans. We went through some, and lentils as well, and we still have all of the pot barley. Peanuts wise, we have the same amount, minus the little tidbits that were left in the other container. And we still have the chips that we have set aside up here. Over in this pantry, we still have all of our salt. We still have the can of diced tomatoes. We have very little oats. We'll be looking for rolled oats. We went through a lot of pasta this week, so we have maybe 4 to 4.5 pounds left. We have this much honey and this much rice vinegar and a bit of garlic. As for our spices, we slowed down on the garlic powder. This is how much we have left. And the Italian seasoning. Ooh, it's looking a bit low. And all of the other spices, we have more in our back stock. Okay, now that we're out of beef fat, we find ourselves using more olive oil. So this is how much we went through in the last week. We currently have no bananas. We've cooked all of our potatoes. We have our onions in the fridge now. We still have 3 bottles of olive oil and 2 rolls of paper towels. And into the fridge. We don't have any eggs at the moment. We have 1 piece of ham up here. We have some baked potatoes, a little bit of soy sauce. We still have quite a bit of sour cream. We still have all the cheese. We're saving it for pizza. We haven't had time to make it. Have this much Parmesan and a little bit in the freezer. We still have gochujang. It's quite full. And our green curry paste. This is some salmon berry juice. We have some of our red onion, some pasta, a small container of rice, almost lost that one, still good, some boiled potatoes, and a bit of lemon juice. I have to check if that one's still good. We have 1 onion, a little container of rice, and some bread, and some more rice. Maybe I'll just condense the rices. That's looking a bit better. Into our veggie drawer, we have 2 tomatoes, 1 green onion, and a lot of Italian parsley that my mom gave us. Into our fruit drawer, we still have 3 lemons. We have a lot of peanut butter, and we have some salmon berry pulp that I'm hoping to turn into jam. We still have some Dijon mustard, and we have 4 packs of soy sauce. We still have a lot of better than bouillon. I just defrosted this morning. We have the last of our butter, 1/4 of a stick. We have this much ketchup. We'll be looking for some more ketchup. And we have this much sriracha. Our yeast, some more salmon berry juice, our cream. I feel like the level's like down here. Our milk. And that's it for the fridge. And into the freezer. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. We still have all of our frozen raw meat and bones. Some pork, 1 pound of primal blend, and a few pounds of grass-fed beef bones. We still have green curry paste and a little jar of pizza sauce back there. We still have omelet ham and a little jar of chicken skin. We've got 2 containers of gravy, 2 containers of rice, some frozen dumplings and sauce, some frozen cherry tomatoes, another container of gravy, 2 containers of cinnamon buns, 1 large jar of chicken broth, applesauce, squash, our last container of frozen yeast, a cup of chicken broth, and 2 jars of breakfast ham, so just sliced ham. We also have this small bag of Parmesan cheese. We have 1 more cinnamon bun, 1 container of chicken, it's about half full, and 2 containers of pie. We have some banana bread, just in little pieces for work, and 1 more jar of breakfast ham, our lemon zest, and a little chickpea pasta snack, and our veggie scraps. Bit of frozen broccoli. Well, I condensed all of our berries into this bag, so we no longer have any orange salmon berries. And this is a container of frozen peppers and onions, and there's a frozen container of sliced bread. And we still have all of our frozen bananas. And that's it for the freezer. Let's have a look at our sheets and see what we're working with this week. Okay, so we ended up getting the coffee filters this last week. So we have 3 cents left over for March. We're gonna roll that into April. And then in our food budget, we had $2.53 of rollover. So I think we're actually gonna put this aside for future purchases. So we'll just put that over here. That will probably be flour. We'll just say Pantry. And we'll put $2.53. So this is something that we're putting aside. And then so we will minus $2.53 and we will move this away. Okay, so we are in our final month of our grocery budget challenge. Well, our $160 a month grocery budget challenge. It's pretty exciting. Okay, so this week we are looking for fruit, veg, eggs, milk, a source of omega-3s, sardines or tuna, and toilet paper. Those are our priorities. We're also really hoping to get popcorn, ketchup, oats, and gum, and if we can, peanuts, seeds, and trail mix. So we'll be working with $35 for food, $20.03 for our household. So we're gonna be looking through the flyers of Superstore, Walmart, No Frills, and Safeway. We'll probably end up going to Walmart because Persia Foods is along the way and Persia Foods has been great for our budget. So let's go through the Superstore flyer. Also today, we will be starting to note down really good deals so we can keep track of how often they come around. This was an idea from a helpful comment. Okay, so this is the Superstore flyer and it's only the exceptional deals that we'll note down. Ooh, I feel like this is a good price on diced tomatoes. We have some, but that seems like a good price, so we'll just note that down. It may or may not fit, but we've been craving some yogurt, so let's add that to the list. Are looking for ketchup. Sometimes we get it on sale for $3.74. This is $3.99. Someone did recommend this one if we're not too picky on the taste, if we're not super attached to our ketchup, and I don't think that we are. We can potentially find out. Let's write this as an option. Seems like a substantial part of our budget nowadays. Ooh, they have cream on sale for $2.97. I think we'll be looking for milk this week. Seems like a lot of ice cream for $4.99, 2 liters. And trail mix for $6. $2.44 for 3 pounds of onions. In the past, I would have thought that's a really good deal, but we can get them for a better price at Persia Foods. Green cabbage for 77 cents a pound. Probably we'll just get veggies at Persia Foods, hopefully. There's the large bags, 2 kilograms of frozen mixed veggies and green peas for $6.49 at Superstore. To be honest, I forgot how much we paid for them, so that's why it's good to have a price book. With the popcorn we like is normally at Superstore. We'll see what they have at Walmart. Ooh, there's purple ube yam. Product of Canada for $1.97 a pound at Superstore. That sounds so good. Okay, if that's at Walmart, or just here, let's put that on the list because that's special. Oh, that's it for the Superstore flyer. Okay, let's look through the Walmart flyer. They have a chicken at $3.98 a pound. But when I went to look at the details, the average price is $15.45, which is their regular price. That's a good price. I don't think it'll fit in the budget, but that's super appealing because we have a lot of beans and just a bit of chicken makes the beans so good. It's kind of tempting to put it in as a potential. To be honest, I'm quite tired today, so I'm just gonna write it down. Even if I wasn't tired, I'd probably write it down. They have the yogurt as well, which is really nice. Ooh, they still have, oh yeah, the small russet or yellow potatoes for $1.97 for 5 pounds. That's so exciting. I really wanted to try those. Ooh, they have chips for $1.97 as well. They're also offering the cream at $2.97 still, which is nice. But we're going for milk. Oh wow, that's a lot of rolls of toilet paper for $14.96. It's about 50 cents a roll, which is a similar price to the dollar store toilet paper, but I honestly think I might prefer the dollar store toilet paper to this Purex because it's got a very strong weave, and I find this Purex to be soft, but not strong. How big are these cheese blocks? How big are they? 400 grams? Let's do a calculation. How big is the cheese in the fridge? Is it 400 grams? That'd be cheaper. Okay, we don't need more cheese right now. That's fine. I think this is a good deal on cheese. Purple sweet potatoes. That sounds good. Let's put that on the list as well. Frozen veg. Corn for $2.96. In the past, I would have thought that's a great price, but now I think it's all right. Ooh, this seems like a good price. These are our garbage bags, the small size and unscented. I feel like for a while they weren't selling the 100 bag packs anymore. And so we usually buy 50 for like $7.50 or $7. I think we should add this to our list. We don't need them immediately, but we will need them at some point. I don't know, part of me feels like they won't be in stock when we go. Okay, well that's it for the Walmart flyer. I just remembered, let's look at tins. Daily specials. Ooh, 69 cents a pound. That's more expensive than what Walmart is offering. $1.29 for oranges. It's comparable to Persia Foods, but Persia Foods oftentimes has 99 cents a pound for oranges. Starting tomorrow on Friday, April 3rd, there's the Autumn Glory apples, which would be really nice to try, but you probably won't go for them. Okay, let's check out the No Frills flyer. Ooh, $10.88 for beef. Let's write it down. Oh yeah, but Walmart doesn't price match, and we might go to Walmart. Okay, let's just see what they offer and then see if we need to go to Superstore. This is cool. At No Frills, they have some sort of like point system bonus thing going on. Oh, they've got $6 for a 10-pound bag of onions, comparable to Persia Foods. But I do like the option of just getting a few. Ooh, yogurt for $2.29. I don't think they have this brand at Walmart. But if we go to Superstore, that would be great. And then we'll quickly look at Safeway. Ooh, sauerkraut for $3.49. Ooh, it seems good. Okay, that's it for the Safeway flyer. Okay, so we're gonna aim to go to Walmart. So I'm gonna start looking at Walmart for the things we need so we can go to Persia Foods. Okay, so let's start looking for our essentials. Let's look at milk, $6.11, and then I'll take that out after the eggs as well. Okay, they're offering 30 eggs for $10.18, 33 cents. Basically 34 cents an egg for $4.17, just over 34 cents an egg. We'll just get 1 dozen eggs. I was kind of hoping for 2 dozen, but it is what it is. Let's just take those out first and see what we're working with. 35 minus $6.11 for the milk, minus 17 cents for the deposit, minus $4.17 for the eggs. $24.55. And then we're definitely going to want sardines or tuna. So let's look at that. Sardines. So it's 84 grams drained. For the pack, it's 17 grams of protein, 1 gram of omega-3s. I think what we'll do is we will get 1 tin of sardines in spring water for $2.17 and tuna. We're gonna go with this Great Value Chunk Light tuna for 98 cents. Okay, so we're working from $24.55 after our milk and eggs. We'll be taking out $2.17 for our sardines and 98 cents for 1 can of tuna. We'll see around the end of the planning process if we can get 2 cans of tuna. Okay, let's see how much ketchup is here. I feel like it's time to try Great Value ketchup. Let's look at the ingredients. That seems good. It would be maybe good for us to go without ketchup for a while to really appreciate it, but we've kind of cut down our consumption, so that kind of helps. Mine is $3.48 for the ketchup, leaving us with $17.92. Okay, from here we'll definitely also want to get the mini potatoes, 5 pounds for $1.97, leaving us with $15.95, and the right time to get some corn. So that's $2.96 for corn, leaving us with $12.99. I think we'll get 1 tub of yogurt for $2.97, leaving us with $10.02. And we'll quickly look at their vegetables. $2.44 divided by 3, 81 cents a pound for these carrots. That seems good. We'll probably do carrots and fruit like a head of lettuce, onions, and fruit from Persia Foods. Okay, let's write it in. And it's $2.44, leaving us with $7.58. Okay, so from $7.58, we can set aside, 5 for fruit would be ideal. I wanted rollover. I really feel like 5 for fruit and $2.50 for onions would be ideal. Leaving us with 8 cents, but we were hoping to have a little bit of rollover every week. Let's just look at the list. I guess veggies wise, we have carrots, we have corn. Okay, let's set aside $1.50 for onions. So we'll put back $1 and try to roll over $1.08. There's a chance we do go over in Persia Foods and it'll cut into this, but that's okay. That's our plan. Let's look at what we need for our household stuff. Toilet paper. So in our household budget, we're working with $20.03 for the month. We will likely need to buy dish soap later in the month. We could look at that today as well and see if it's on sale. Our regular toilet paper, it's not just about the feel that we like. We feel like it lasts longer because it's good. That's almost our whole budget. Oh yeah, because then we wouldn't be able to get the garbage bags. But we don't need the garbage bags yet. And this could carry us a long time. Because we also have $10 of optimum points, so we could consider that for our dish soap later on. Okie dokes. So, oh wow, yeah, but there's tax. There is tax. Let's see if that even works. Times. Okay, so it seems that this toilet paper with tax will be $20.11. Could even round it up to $20.12. In our budget, we have $20.03. $20.12 minus $20. Whoa, $20.03. We'll take the 9 cents out of our food budget. We will go for this toilet paper. And that's that. Now that we have our list, let's shop. We went to Persia Foods and got 4 navel oranges at 99 cents a pound, 1 bunch of cilantro for 59 cents, 1 Granny Smith apple at $1.29 a pound, 3 yellow onions at 49 cents a pound, 1 red onion at 59 cents a pound, and 5 loose bananas at 39 cents a pound, for a total of $5.47, which is $1.03 under what we planned to spend there. Next, we went to Walmart and got 5 pounds of mini yellow potatoes for $1.97, 3 pounds of carrots for $2.44, 1 4-liter jug of milk for $6.11, a 750 gram container of 6% yogurt for $2.97, a 750 gram bag of frozen corn for $2.96, a dozen large eggs for $4.17, 1 liter of ketchup for $3.48, a 170 gram can of chunk light tuna for 98 cents, and a 106 gram tin of sardines for $2.17, for a total of $27.42 from our food budget. And we also got a 20-roll pack of toilet paper for $17.96, for a total of $20.12 with tax, leaving us with $2.02 to roll over. When we got home from shopping, we ate an orange, and it was so good. Like candy. We were hungry, so I made us a tuna sandwich with the tuna we bought, olive oil, some spices, and green onion. That was also really good. This week, we're starting a price book, also known as a grocery binder, which is an idea we got from our comments. Thank you, guys. It's a place where you note down the best deals, so you can know what the lowest prices are, know if you're really getting a sale or not, and keep track of how often those super low prices come around and where to get them. That way, you have the option when a great sale comes around to purchase as many as you can to get you to the next sale, if you have the money in your budget to do so. For this price book, it was suggested that we note the date, item, brand, total price, unit price, and store. For ours, we'll be using Google Sheets, and we'll also be noting the size so that our sheets can calculate the unit price for us, and our unit price will be calculated per liter and pound. This week, we're adding the 790 milliliter can of diced tomatoes from Superstore, 5 pounds of mini potatoes for $1.97, 3 pounds of carrots for $2.44, a 170 gram can of chunk light tuna for 98 cents, and 100 unscented 25-liter garbage bags for $11.67 from Walmart, and the 2-pound pack of ground beef for $10.88 from No Frills. See you next week for an update.